Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, and we have an interesting card today. And as I was picking out the deck, well, it was picking me out. It's the Pilgrim Cards deck by Austin Repath, and these were published in 2005, so quite a while ago. But good morning to Carolyn. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. But this deck is so interesting in that it has a particular feel to it. And so this card is no different than the other cards in the deck. It has a feel to it. And as I was reading the card, I'm like, how am I going to interpret this for them? And then I thought, I'm not going to. I'm going to allow each of you to decide what this card means for you. Good morning, Peggy. Glad you are here. Welcome. Good morning, Cindy. Hello, hello. Everybody coming in. Good morning, Mel. Coming in off their weekend, their Memorial Day weekend. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It was beautiful weather here. Hopefully it was beautiful where you are. And now we are in for a week of heat. We'll see how well we can hang in there before I've got the air conditioner sitting on the living room floor. It may get stuffed in the window today. It's a 117-year-old house, and sometimes it stays pretty cool, but the upstairs can get awfully warm, so we'll see what we get. So anywho, back to our card deck here, now that there's 5 of you here. Pilgrim Cards by Austin Repath, and again, they are interesting cards. I don't want to say they're dark, but they have an angst to them, which you will see in today's card. And like I said, I was like, is this really the card I'm supposed to, good morning, is this really the card I'm supposed to read to them, or do I pick a different one? Muscle Test said, nope, this is it. So somewhere in here for someone, probably me also, there's a message we need to pick up. Couple of things that I think are important, and I'm going to read for you. Good morning, Rebecca. Glad you are here. I'm going to read the little how to use the Pilgrim card deck thing because I think there's some mindset in here that will help when we get to the card. One of the things that to me is off-putting about this particular card is it's in the male vernacular. So when I get to it, I may read it that way, or I may read it making it more gender neutral. We'll see what moves me at that moment. Maybe it is a useful perspective to look at it from that masculine point of view and see how it hits you. But anyway, how to use the Pilgrim cards. Think of using your cards as a way to tap into your inner wisdom. Let them suggest new directions, offer an understanding of where you are and where you are heading. When you arrive at a place in your life where the way ahead is unclear, how often does that happen? All the time. Or when things seem hopeless, choose a card that speaks to you. Or pick one at random, which is what I always do. Well, my random. The universe is not random, but my random. Let the Pilgrim's perspective open you to new possibilities. Trust what is given to you. That was the line that made me decide, nope, I'm going to read this card even though I'm not sure how it's going to be applicable. Befriend your Pilgrim cards. Have a conversation with them. So here we are having a conversation with our Pilgrim cards, and let's see what you think of this one. So the title is Birthright. So just some nice deep breaths. Opening to receiving whatever part of this message needs to resonate for you. And it may resonate on a deeper level than you're even aware. We'll see what you think. So here it is. This morning you wake, and your life is whole. You no longer walk as a supplicant, asking forgiveness, begging for what you need. Today you are Lord of your kingdom. So I guess I'm going to be reading it from that masculine perspective, and we'll just see how it chimes for you. For this is what you have become. No more a victim, a slave, or mendicant, that's someone prone to begging, including religious orders where they take the vow of poverty, mendicant, but one who has come into the kingdom promised to you as your birthright. This next part just kind of is interesting to me. We'll see what you all think. It's not as large, certainly not as magnificent as you would have wished, but it is yours. You have walked its borders, met its people. You accept it as your own. You live with your mistakes, acknowledge your limitations. You know your strengths and the power of your presence. You are master of all that you have become. Today you walk with grace, blessing all you meet along the way. So that's the card. What's your first take on it? What comes to you when you first hear this card? I'll probably read it again, but I'd love to get a little perspective from all of you as to how that sat with you. For me, it was kind of a like, how do I take this? How do I'm going to put the word in there. How do I modify this so I can find some use in this? Okay, but maybe that's not the point. Maybe the point is hearing these words as they are and deciding how they resonate for me. So let me read it again. Birthright. This morning you wake and your life is whole. You no longer walk as a supplicant, asking forgiveness, begging for what you need. Today you are Lord of your kingdom. For this is what you have become. No more a victim, a slave, or mendicant, but one who has come into the kingdom promised to you as your birthright. It's not as large, certainly not as magnificent as you would have wished, but it is yours. You have walked its borders, met its people. You accept it as your own. You live with your mistakes, acknowledge your limitations. You know your strengths and the power of your presence. You are master of all that you have become. Today you walk with grace, blessing all you meet along the way. Cindy says living in victory. That's what she takes from that. It's interesting. I'm smiling as I'm reading it because I can feel where I hit the resistance with various parts of that. So I think that will make a great journaling prompt this morning, my reaction to today's card. But again, I'd love to hear what all of you think. Love to get some conversation going in terms of how it strikes you, how it strikes others differently, what meaning you choose to give it, etc. And I'm going to resist my desire to put this in a nice little package and make it make sense for everybody, including myself, because it feels like in the friction of some of these words, there's going to be some really useful stuff. So that is our card for today. Birthright. Birthright from the Pilgrim card deck. Pilgrim as in seeker, someone who is searching. So have an awesome Tuesday. We'll see what you think. Get some conversation going, and I think it will take us as deeply as we are needing to go. See you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye.